everyone, this is Harvey, your financial advisor from FWD Insurance. So for this video, pag-usapan naman natin yung emergency fund. Ano ba yung emergency fund and how you can build or start to build your emergency fund. Okay, so by definition, emergency fund, as the term suggests, yung fund or pera na may ipon mo dito will be used for certain emergencies. So let's say na, for example, uh, yung kisame mo, napansin mo during a day na nung umulan, merong watermarks na. Sabihin meron ng butas yung bubong nyo. So, this is a type of emergency na kailangan mong solusyonan kaagad or else mas lalaki yung problema, mas mapapalaki yung gastos mo if hindi mo siya nagawan kaagad ng paraan. So, another type of emergency is, which is, I think, the more common is yung pagdating sa health, sa physical health natin. So, ano ba yung example? Oh, one day, hindi okay yung pakiramdam mo. Akala mo, by resting, by sleeping longer, parang mag-improve yung pakiramdam mo, but it didn't happen. So ngayon nag-decide ka magpa-check up. So you seek for advice from a medical professional para malaman kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin for you to recover, for you to get well. So magpa-check up ka sa doktor, 'di ba? So nagreseta sa iyo, you have to buy medicine. So for you to get well, tapos makarecover eventually. So this is another type of emergency na kailangan mong solusyonan or else baka mas lumala. Okay, so baka mag-deteriorate pa yung physical health mo. So this type of emergencies na we can consider yung mga check-up, yung mga bilhin ng mga multivitamins or yung mga pakonting gamot, we can consider this as a minor emergency. So paano ka ba uh, pag-build ng emergency mo, especially kapag it pertains to health, di ba? Health emergency. So one strategy is for you to build your emergency fund using your own money. Okay, so paano ba siya mangyayari? So, ibig sabihin, kasi na based on your assessment sa finances mo, you can set aside 2,500 per month. Okay, so from January to December, that's 2,500 per month for 12 months. So, mga ano yan, 30,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, in a span of a year, makakapag-build ka ng 30,000 pesos coming from your own pocket. So, yun may emergency fund mo na if merong emergencies, especially kapag dating sa health, kailangan mong pa-check up or magpatingin, meron kang mapagkukuhanan, 'di ba? So, up to 30,000 pesos nga lang kasi yun ang naipon mo for the year. So, what if mas malaki yung kailangan mong gastusin? So, we're talking about critical illnesses na talagang malaki ang kailangan pera for you to recover. So, another way for you to build your emergency fund, especially kapag pertaining sa health naman, is you leverage. So, ano ba yung leverage? Paano ka ba makakapag-leverage? So, when you say leverage, you use other person or other entities' money for your own benefit. Okay, so paano ba to? Okay, so by purchasing health and even life insurance or combination of both, you are leveraging your money or using the money of a bigger entity, which is in this case the insurance company, na kapag you get diagnosed kung ano man yung mga sakit na na-cover dun sa policy na bibilin mo, instead na meron ka lang 30,000 a year kasi yun ang naiipon mo nung nag-set aside ka pa ng pera out of your own pocket. Ngayon, probably your 30,000 mo na naipon for the year, tapos pinambili mo ng insurance, pinagbayad mo ng insurance premium, probably yung coverage na makukuha mo or benefit na makukuha mo ay definitely more than the premium na binayad mo. Depende sa age mo, depende sa status mo as of the moment. So, for the sake of discussion, let's say na dahil naguhulog ka ng 2,500 per month sa insurance company, nagbabayad ka ng premium, na nakuha mong coverage, let's say 1 million pesos. Okay, so 1 million pesos ang fund mo, di ba? 1 million ang fund mo for emergency, for health emergency. So, like, we don't like it to happen, but if you get diagnosed with critical illnesses, instead na 30,000 lang ang panggastos mo, pero dahil bumili ka ng insurance policy from a reputable insurance company like FWD Insurance, ngayon, yung 30,000 mo, naging 1 million pesos. So, that's a form of leverage. Kasi, kung wala kang insurance policy from FWD, 30,000 lang yung panggastos mo for your medication, for your hospital bills. Pero dahil nga, bumili ka ng insurance policy from FWD, tapos yung diagnosis sa'yo, yung sakit na nakita sa'yo, isa siya sa mga kino-cover ng mga sakit ni FWD. Ngayon, meron ka ng 1 million pesos for your medication for your hospital expenses. So, actually, depende sa iyo eh. Kung gusto mo magpagamot, bahala ka. Kasi meron tayong mga makilala na, let's say na, lalo na kung late stage na yung sakit na talagang parang ano na lang, pain management na lang or ano lang, para mapagaan lang nararamdaman nila. They choose to not uh, not anymore continue the medication. Parang gusto na lang nila mag-travel kung kaya pa, enjoy life, or even siguro, iwan na lang yung pera sa mga mahal nila sa buhay. So, that's your choice. Kasi nga, bibigyan ka naman ng pera, ng cash, ng pera ni FWD Insurance Philippines kapalit ng binayad mo na premium, 'di ba? So nagbabayad ka before regularly. Ngayon, so bakit siya maganda? Imagine, ulitin ko lang yung point na kung meron kang 30,000 pesos na itabi sa bangko mo, hanggang doon lang yung pwede yung mag-ask for medication. Pero instead of saving 2,500 per month ilalagay mo sa bangko, pinambili mo ng insurance policy, health and life insurance policy. That's the type of insurance policy na masasuggest ko talaga. So, it's traditional insurance, sabihin walang investment component, but it has cash value. So, when you say cash value kasi, pwede mo siyang utangin. So, pwede ka mag-loan from your own policy. Of course, may interest and you have to pay it back in the future kasi nga utang siya, 'di ba? Walang fund value, walang investment component or investment side, but uh, that's another conversation siguro bakit uh, there are certain cases na mas okay ang traditional policy over VUL and vice versa. So, gawa tayo ng video about it. But for the sake of this discussion, para mas mag-gets yung point, you buy insurance policy to leverage your money. So, sabihin, kung piso mo binili yung isang insurance policy, for example, pwedeng 100 pesos sa mong coverage, diba? So, kagandahan pa, meron kasing product si FWD insurance na tawag na Set for Health. So, when say, bakit siya maganda? Kasi, yung ibang insurance policy na mabibili mo siguro from other insurance company, kapag hindi mo nagamit yung major benefit ng policy, wala na binayad mo, 'di ba? Actually, hindi naman talaga siya sayang kasi nga nagkaroon ka ng peace of mind during the day na naging enforce yung insurance policy mo until such time na mag-expire yung coverage, 'di ba? Kasi peace of mind, hindi mo siya parang mas okay pa rin siya, 'di ba? Pero ang point lang is yung mga binayad mo, wala na siya. Kasi nga, yun ang kapalit ng peace of mind na nagkaroon ka because you purchase an insurance policy from an insurance company. Pero kapag FWD ka kasi bumili ng insurance policy, lalo na kapag set for health yan, kapag hindi mo napakinabangan yung major benefit, major critical illness coverage, wala kang nakuha talaga. Tapos nag-end yung coverage period ng policy mo, ibabalik natin yung pera mo. So wala talaga siyang tapon. Again, wala siyang tubo, di ba? Walang interest, walang dagdag. Kung naihulog mo along the way is worth kasi mga 300,000 pesos for example lang. Tapos na outlive mo yung policy dahil fully healthy ka, walang major critical illness claim. Babalik natin yung 300,000 pesos mo. So, walang sayang para ka nagpatabi ng pera kay FWD and to the point na merong leverage kasi nga kung na-diagnose ka ng alinmang sakit dun sa insurance policy na kinuha mo which is Set for Health, mas malaki naman di hamak yung makukuha mong benefits kasi nga yun ang purpose ng insurance, leverage talaga siya. So if you have questions about Set for Health, which is the product of one of the best, if not the best product of FWD Insurance, just message me here on TikTok, mag-DM ka sa akin, or kung saan social media account mo ito mapanood, kung saan page, Facebook man, Instagram, or kung saan, or even YouTube. Just send me a message, tapos tulungan kita. Ang iniisip kasi ng mga tao, sobrang mahal ng insurance, but let's find out first. But in reality, sobrang mura niya. Basta mag-alat lang tayo ng enough na budget for it, magiging affordable talaga siya, di ba? So sabi nga, if you can set aside kahit siguro mga less than 100 pesos per day, 90 pesos, di ba? Magkakaroon ka ng isang magandang insurance policy na pwede ka doon mag-start, di ba? We're not saying na yung insurance policy na worth 100 pesos or a little less can give you the maximum, the best protection ever, pero at least you have a policy kung saan ka mag-start, insurance policy. So, hindi ka super exposed na if something happens to you, or talking about that, na kawawa naman yung mga dependents mo. Or, if you get diagnosed with critical illnesses, magre-resort kayo sa parang GoFundMe, parang manghihingi ka ng tulong online, which is I'm not against it, 'di ba? Kasi actually I admire people na malakas yung loob. Talagang ginagawa ko ano yung mga kaya nilang gawin just to help their loved ones or even friends or even themselves kung talagang sila yung tinamaan ng sakit. But there's another way na masolusyon yung problema na hindi mo kailangan manlimos ng tulong from other people. It's by getting your life and health insurance policy, 'di ba? So, just manage your finances para magka-budget ka sa isang magandang life and health insurance policy para sa sarili mo. Again, this is Harvey De Jesus from FWD Insurance. If you have questions, suggestions, or topic na gusto mong i-discuss about insurance or even personal finance in general, mag-message ka lang para gawa natin ng video. So, thank you everyone. God bless. Keep safe. Lalo na kung wala ka pang insurance coverage. Bye-bye.